11. Okay, Sairam, to all of you. We will now see the remaining part of correlation. A few more things we have to see in correlation. Afterwards, that we can wind up with that particular lesson, and we will then go to the next lesson. Okay, so you write a question. Write a question in correlation. And I hope you all know we are doing correlation now. After standard deviation, that is after measures of dispersion, now we are doing correlation. Write a question. From the following data, compute the coefficient of correlation. From the following data, compute the coefficient of correlation between X and Y series. Between X and Y series. X and Y series. Maybe I will present the screen to you so that you can see the question. 1 minute. See, I hope you can see the question now. Can you?
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is a question. From the following data, compute the coefficient of correlation between X and Y series. Both X and Y series, the details are given, like number of items, X series are 6. Number of items in the Y series are 6 again. The arithmetic mean of X series is 350 and the arithmetic mean of Y series is 138. The squares of deviation from mean, the squares of deviation from mean, that is 19 in the X series and 94 in the Y series. Then one more detail is given, the summation of product of deviation, the summation of product of deviation of X and Y series. What is summation of product of deviation? XY. Summation of product of deviation. You know, there are many things like sigma x square, sigma y square, sigma, that is then sigma xy, all these things are the components in the formula. So that you know. So this is a summation of product of deviation means of x and y means xy. Series from their respective arithmetic mean is 41. So the deviation given is 41. And this was the question we were doing in the offline class. Yes or no? This was the last question I gave you in the offline class. Am I right? Am I right? Those who were in the class, offline class, let me know. Okay, Kanish, Purvi, you also were absent on that day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, this was the last question because I have taken the notes from Aditi, so this was the
Okay,
last
okay.
question.
So this was the last question. So number of items, that is n is equal to 6 given in both the series x and y, n is equal to 6. Arithmetic mean in the first series is 350, that is x bar is 350. Then in the y series, arithmetic mean is 138, that is y bar is 138. Squares of deviation from mean. Squares of deviation from mean, that you remember, sigma x square. Sigma x square is equal to squares of deviation from mean, that is sigma x square is equal to 19. And in the y series, that is sigma y square is equal to 94. Sigma x square given, sigma y square given. Then afterwards, the product of deviation of xy, that is xy, sigma xy is equal to 41. So these are the information given. And what is being asked? You are being asked to find out the coefficient of correlation. And you know the formula of coefficient of correlation. What is the formula of coefficient of correlation with this much details? sigma xy upon root sigma x square into sigma y square. Okay, so substitute it in. Substitute it in the formula. That means x bar is given, y bar is given, n is given, sigma x square is given, sigma y square is given, and sigma xy is also given. And the formula, you know, R is equal to sigma xy upon root sigma x square into sigma y square. Sigma xy upon root sigma x square into sigma y square. Then put the values inside, substitute the values in the formula, you will get the answer. Got the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
So it will be substituted like this, sigma xy is equal to 41 upon root 19. What is 19? From where you got sigma x square is 19. Sigma x square is 19 and sigma y square is 94. So 41 upon root 19 into 94, that is 41 upon 1786. Again, it is 41, 1786, the root is 42.26. That is equal to 0.97. So the coefficient of correlation here is 0.97. And you know, it varies between, the correlation varies between -1 and +1. So you will get an idea your answer is correct or wrong by looking at the number, because it's 0.97. If it is more than 1 and all, you just understand you have gone wrong in calculation somewhere. Okay, fine, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Prekhar?
Yes, ma'am.
Prekhar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the problem with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Swastika? Sustika? Kanishka? See, Purvi, I hope you have taken the attendance before that and now also take the statement so that I can find out who is leaving the meeting after
Yes, ma'am.
peeping in. Okay. Anyway, I will take the attendance in between, not in the beginning. Swastika, can you hear me? Write the next question. From the following table, can you see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Write the question. From the following table, calculate the coefficient of correlation by Carl Pearson's method. From the following table, calculate the coefficient of correlation by Carl Pearson's method. अब टेबल बनाओ x वाला और y वाला, two rows, x and y. The x items are 6, 2, 10, 4, 8. 6, 2, 10, 4, 8. And the y items are 9, 11, One item is missing. So if you get such a figure, how will you do it? You have to know. 9, 11, next item missing, then 8 and 7. 8 and 7. Then write, arithmetic mean of x and y series are 6 and 8 respectively. Arithmetic mean of x and y series are 6 and 8 respectively. So look at the question. The question, it's a normal question, individual series question, it's a normal question, but here what is different? You are not given one of the item. Instead, you are given the arithmetic mean of this row, that is x, and the arithmetic mean of this row. Does that anyway help you to find out the missing figure?
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Ma'am, we know that the formula is sigma x upon n. So we will put the values of y in sigma y, and we will keep this dash as a, and upon n we will put. Now we are given the arithmetic mean, so we will solve
Yes. The missing item. इसको देख के ही पता चलेगा 9, 11, 20, 28, 7, 35. 35 upon 5. 35 upon 5 कितना है? 9, 11, 8, 7. What's the total
and
given?
35 plus a upon 5.
85 plus a or some x value is not given. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the actual total? Y का arithmetic mean कितना है? 8.
8. Ma'am, answer
To
is
find out the value. Answer is
5.
5. कैसे मिला? See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 item. उस 5 item का average है 8. 5 item का average है 8. So total कितना होगा? You always know the total is average into the number of item. Total is always average into the number of item. So here the total must be 8 into 5, that is 40.
40.
40 होना चाहिए टोटल, और इसको टोटल करने से क्या मिल रहा है? 35 ही मिल रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
जो बाकी अवेलेबल इंफॉर्मेशन, अवेलेबल डेटा है, उसको ऐड करने से यू विल गेट ओनली 35. 20 हो गया, 28 हो गया, 35 हो गया, लेकिन हमको टोटल कितना मिलना चाहिए? 8 into 5 मिलना चाहिए, 40. इसका मतलब ये जो मिसिंग फिगर क्या है? 5 है. गॉट इट?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand? See, I can hear only Purvi. Where are the others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, so here you got the value. Now it is just, it's a series, normal series where you can find out the coefficient of correlation. Now you just make the columns for the correlation, find out the deviation and all. X column banao, deviation column banao, then deviation square, x square banao, then y column banao, dy banao, dy square banao, then find out the correlation. Do it. So first of all, you have to draw the x column, then the deviation column, the small x, that is x minus x bar. Why x bar here? X bar and y bar is given. So that we get an instruction, or you are suggested to do the direct method because the mean is already given, x minus x bar. So pehle x कॉलम बनाओ, उसके बाद स्मॉल x कॉलम बनाओ, that is deviation. What is deviation here? X minus x bar. Each x minus each x minus x bar. X bar means 6. मतलब 6 minus 6, then 2 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 4 minus 6, and 8 minus 6. X minus x bar. After that, that column square, x square. So x or x square के बाद you write the y column, you make the y column, then the deviation of y, that is y minus y bar. Y bar is 8, so 9 minus 8, 11 minus 8, 5 minus 8, 8 minus 8 and 7 minus 8. Minus plus देख के डालना, उसके बाद square, square of deviation. Then afterwards, x and xy, summation of, product of x into y, multiple of x and y. Then you just put it in the formula. Formula, you know, sigma xy upon root sigma x square into sigma y square. Do it. Shivam got out of the meet. आंसर मिला क्या?
मैम
Yes, beta.
मैम 0.032.
What about others? Only Purvi is attending the class. Prakar, Swastika, Divya. 0 point. Is this the answer?
No ma'am, ma'am, I forgot to take.
So you have the sigma xy 20.
मैम
Yes, beta.
मैम मेरा
So
नेगेटिव नहीं आ रहा है. नहीं सॉरी
negative
हाँ यस मैम वो गलती हाँ यस मैम
कैलकुलेशन
हाँ
अच्छे से केयरफुली करना.
यस मैम. मैम
तो
हाँ
दैट हैपन.
0.92 ही आ रहा है.
मैम आ गया
हाँ,
मेरा.
हाँ,
यस
इसका
मैम.
मतलब क्या है? नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन है ना, नेगेटिवली कोरिलेटेड. एक बढ़ता है तो दूसरा डिक्रीज होता है. one increases, the other one decreases, or else you can say one decreases, the other one increases. So it goes in a negative manner. That's why negative correlation. Okay.
Yes ma'am.
So this way this question is being done. So this is very simple question, but here what was the difference? One item was missing. It can also be given as in the first series also, one item missing can be given and the question can be asked. And you know the formula R is equal to sigma xy upon root sigma x square into y square. You just substitute in it, then you will get the answer. So that is, in this case, you get the correlation negative 0.92. Write another question. The next question. From the data given below, Divya, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, if you are irregular like this, you won't be able to. Okay. Try to attend the class regularly.
Yes, ma'am.
From the data given below, find the number of items. Find the number of items. That is n. Wait a minute. Right, R is equal to 0.5, that is correlation is given. R is equal to 0.5. R is equal to 0.5. Sigma xy is equal to 120. Sigma xy is equal to 120. Standard deviation of y. Standard deviation of y is equal to 8. Sigma x square is equal to 90. Sigma x square is equal to 90. Where x and y are, the deviation from arithmetic mean. Very good question. Such kind of question will be asked in the exam. From the data given below. So the other one, full correlation can be asked for 6 marks and all these questions can be asked for 3 marks. So sigma xy is equal to 120, standard deviation y is equal to 8, sigma x square is equal to 90, where x and y are deviation from arithmetic mean. What do you mean by this? X and y are deviation from arithmetic mean. ये क्यों दिया है ऐसे? Why it is given x and y are deviation from arithmetic mean? Just to give you an idea that this is according to which method? In which method we take the deviation from arithmetic mean? कौन सी मेथड में अरिथमेटिक मीन से लेते हैं डेविएशन?
मैम शॉर्टकट मेथड.
डायरेक्ट मेथड. शॉर्टकट मेथड में बेटा अस्यूम्ड मेथड से लेते हैं ना. डायरेक्ट मेथड we take the deviation from arithmetic mean, actual arithmetic mean, or in shortcut method we take it from assumed mean. So that gives a hint to you that here it is being direct method. So you are given the items like R is given, right? R is equal to 0.5. What is given, right? R, that is correlation, is equal to 0.5. Correlation is equal to 0.5. Then what else is given? Sigma xy is equal to 120. Sigma xy is equal to 120. Standard deviation y, that is standard deviation y in the y series, is equal to 8. Sigma x square is equal to 90. Sigma x square is equal to 90. So this much information is given. This much information is given. You are asked to find out only n, that the number of items. You are asked to find out what number of items. What is there on your screen?
And whiteboard.
Okay. A minute, it's not opening. I will make it to you. Try to do it because standard deviation is given. Standard deviation of the y series is given. Standard deviation of the y series is given. So you know the formula is root sigma y square by n. Because, a minute. So what is given? Standard deviation of y series is given, which is root of, yeah, sigma y square by n. Sigma y square by n. That is given. Root of sigma y square by n. The whole root, okay, the root should come till this. It should come like till this. You remember the formula. You have to remember all the formulas. Shortcut formula, direct formula, individual series ka direct formula, everything. So standard deviation of y series equal to sigma y square upon n. Remember this formula. Put it in a box. Standard deviation of a single series, that is, as it is given, standard deviation y, we had put it sigma y square upon n, and if the standard deviation of a particular series x is given, then you will write sigma x is equal to sigma x square upon n. So here, standard deviation of y series is given as how much? How much is given? 8, right?
Yes, ma'am.
8 is given upon 8 is given. 8 is given. That is 8 is equal to root of sigma y square upon n. y square दिया है क्या? क्या दिया है? सिग्मा x square दिया है, सिग्मा y square तो नहीं दिया है. So in such type of question, in order to, you just understand, in such type of question, in order to remove this root, we know it is, for us, we cannot find out the root of sigma y square by n. So in order to remove the root, what can you do? बोलो, ये root निकालने के लिए.
Ma'am, square both the side.
Yes, exactly. You can square both the side. That is, you can write 64 is equal to sigma y square by n. Square both the side means root निकल जाएगा. इसको फिर से स्क्वायर नहीं लिखना, स्क्वायर नहीं करना. इसका रूट निकालने के लिए बाय जो जस्ट रिमूव इट, यू जस्ट स्क्वायर इट. ये 8 स्क्वायर तो 64 हो गया. रूट सिग्मा y square by n into y square by n हो गया ऐसे. So now it is in the, calculation, it has become easy. Then you can write 64n is equal to sigma y square. So here you can write sigma y square is equal to 64n. So we don't know n. We don't know what is n. So we have to wait for it. So we got it. Sigma y square is equal to 64n. What are the other things you know? You know what is correlation and you know what is x square. So that's also, you just, by looking at the question, you have to get an idea. So correlation is given with a purpose. So you know what is r. R is equal to, या बोलो, अभी तो बोला था.
0.5.
ना बेटा, उसका formula बोलो. Sigma xy.
Sigma xy upon under root sigma x square multiplied by sigma y square.
Yes, sigma x square into sigma y square. This is correlation. This is the correlation formula. So now almost everything you have sigma xy given in the question, I hope. Isn't it? I think it is given in the question. Sigma xy to given hai. What is sigma xy? It is 120. 120 is given. Sigma xy is given. Then root sigma x square be given hai. Sigma x square is root 90. Root sigma x square is 90, right? So sigma x square 90 into what is sigma y square? You just put 64n. 64n, because we don't know the actual value. This is the only clue to us. This is the only clue to us. So you just put 64n here. That is equal to r. What is r given? R is 0.5. 0.5 is equal to 120 upon root 90 into 64n. So thus you will substitute in that way This is 64n. You have to substitute it that way. So now n will come up. Now here you will get the n, you solve this. So that is why it is given एक series का standard deviation दिया है, उसके बाद r is given with this purpose. So by looking at the question, you have to know r is given with a purpose. So in the formula of r, you can find it out. You have to substitute the given things in the formula of correlation, that is sigma xy upon root sigma x square into sigma y square. So thus you will get the number of item. The question is number of item. What is the number of item? 0.5 is equal to 120 upon root 90 into 64. Isn't it? So how you will solve it? यहाँ पर भी क्या कर सकते हैं? You can square both sides, or do like this, because this side is given. As this side is given, you can find out the square even. ये रूट निकालने के लिए you can even put it like that. That is 0.25. 0.5 का square. Otherwise, you can do like that also, but this will be more easy. Square it. 0.25 is equal to 120 का square आएगा, क्योंकि ये पूरे का square. तो पूरे का square means 120 square upon ये रूट निकल जाएगा. That is 90 into 64n. 90 into 64n. So now it is in the simple format 90 into 64n. That means 0.25 is equal to 120 का square कितना है? 14400, right? 12 का है 144. तो 2 0 और डालो, ठीक है ना? 0 0 upon 90 into 64n. आंसर किसी को मिला क्या? 90 into 64n. ओके, 90 into 64n. तो अभी क्या मिलेगा? n is equal to, पहले इन दोनों को क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो, उसके बाद 14400 डिवाइडेड बाय ये सब चीज आएगा 40 into 64 into 4.25. So what is the answer you are getting? N is equal to, n is equal to, answer you will get, बोलो. आंसर नहीं मिला?
No, ma'am.
Sambha, Shiva?
Yes, ma'am.
You were, why you were absent in the class?
And what?
Why you people were absent in the class? There are only 6 students. Yeah, 7 students in the class. Why you people are absent in the class? You were.
Ma'am, I was out with my father due to any construction work of my gate.
Try to, there will be but 100 reason to, 100 excuses, but try to join the class. It's not like a, yes, beta. Bolo.
Answer is
Hmm.
250.
शायद नहीं है, देखो एक बार और कैलकुलेट करके देखो. ये 90 है ना? 90 14400 आएगा यहाँ पर. सबसे पहले इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन करना, उसके बाद n कितना मिलता है. N is equal to
14400 upon 2250 into 1600.
15 मिल रहा है क्या? Calculate, see the calculation once again. The answer given is 10. The answer given is 10. Check it once again. Okay.